okay, let's do this again. For some reason, I started doing this and it just froze. And anyway, so let's see if I can do this again without it freezing for a second time. So I've just taken out my webcam and everything and just kind of plugged it back in. Hopefully it's going to reset itself. Hello everybody, welcome to another vlog entry, daily vlog. Yes, this vlog is going to be like this again, same to what my yesterday's vlog was. I almost forgot to do a vlog today, people. That's why I'm doing it like this again. Basically, I was in my own head, listening to music and having a little bit of a tipple of Jack Daniels, and just chilling out. And I looked at the time on my phone and I was like, ooh dear, it's gone 9 o'clock. And I was like, I haven't done a vlog today. So that is why it's an impromptu, unplanned, unthinged type of vlog via my webcam again, and via my Blue Yeti. Hopefully this computer will not freeze again. I don't know what happened there. I think I literally showed something to the webcam and it just literally froze the webcam. So I think what I did might have just kind of like made the webcam freeze, or do something silly. But hopefully it won't happen again. So, what have I been doing today? Nothing massively productive. I literally have done nothing today again. So yeah, I received a new toy, a new Transformer in the mail today, and I will show you that in a moment. I have actually unveiled it already, but I'm just going to show it here in the vlog. I will be doing a review on it some point soon. And also I have gotten back into my art. Now, some of you will already know about this, some of you won't. Now, I have a Facebook group that I set up maybe about 3 or 4 months ago now, called Nulls's Art. And if you're interested, the link to that Facebook group is in the description below. I'm not the best artist in the world. I'm still practicing, still kind of things that I need to get better at. Still kind of, still practicing. So yeah, I kind of got back into it. I had a bit of a little break from doing artwork for at least a good month. Yeah, I've got a few suggestions that people have given me on that on my Nulls's Art Facebook group, and I haven't finished them all. I don't think I've got many to go. I think I've only got about maybe 4 or 5 suggestions I need to work out with. But I will be doing them some point this month, probably in the next couple, maybe next week. I need to actually get myself some more art supplies actually, because I've run out of a few colours. I don't have, I had literally loads and loads of Sharpies and felt tip pens and all sorts, and I don't have any anymore. Literally, I have very few that still work. So I'm going to have to give it a bit of a break still when it comes to suggestions, and I'm going to have to get myself some more art supplies. I get a bit of money in about a week's time, so I might maybe see about getting myself some more supplies when I can, but we'll see. I'm not in a desperate rush for anything like that. But yes, so that's what I do. I've always loved art. I've always loved artwork. I've always loved drawing since me being a little kid. And I think a few people have commented saying that my artwork's really coming on, and it's really, really nice having opinions like that from people. People saying you're really coming on and it's really, really good, and it's really nice. But yeah, like I said, I don't claim to be the best artist in the world, but if anyone genuinely is interested and is into anything like animation, cartoons, Transformers, anything to do with cartoons or animation, please check it out if you're interested. Link is down there, like I said. So basically what I drew is a character from an animated series that's on Netflix called Hilda. And it's called The Woodman That Brings the Wood. Yes, so let that sink in, because I think that's a little bit of a very cleverly disguised adult joke in there, because it's a little bit, seemed like a bit of innuendo anywhere, but I don't think kids will quite understand it, but adults may do. Or I'm probably just really sick-minded. But yeah, he literally, in one of the episodes, the very first episode that he actually appears in, and literally Hilda says, "Oh, it's only the woodman. He brings the wood." It's funny, but yeah, he's one of my favourite characters from that series, from that show, and he's really, really good. He's just this cool, sly, bit rude, because he literally barges into your house without being invited in, and that kind of adds to his appeal in a way. But he's a really, really cool character, and he literally chills out listening to vinyl records while drinking tea, and he's the most... I love that about him. He's so cool. But yeah, if you don't know what Hilda is, it's pretty much an animated series that went up about maybe about a month or so ago on Netflix, and yeah, it's brilliant. It really, really is, and it's based on I think graphic novel series of like little kids comic book graphic novel things. I think it was created by a guy called Luke Pearson. Also, there's a link below, because I did a video on my TF Nosy channel talking about this series. So if you want to have a little bit of an idea, then check it out, and I really go to town talking about my thoughts on it. Yeah, so pretty much all it is, Hilda, it's just following a little girl called Hilda and her friends, and they go on adventures, and there's all these like mythical creatures in there, like elves and stone goblins or stone trolls, and really weird little critters and mythical little things that have been redesigned and like rethought over, and are really the art style isn't really mind blowing, but it's kind of this really beautiful, warming feeling to the art style. It's very rough around the edges, but it's so good. It reminds me of Adventure Time mixed with Regular Show. So if anyone's watched Adventure Time or Regular Show, you will probably get the appeal to the animation, because I really love Regular Show. Seriously, Regular Show is me. It really is. It's like all the characters are nut jobs, but Rigby, I've forgotten the other guy, but anyway, so the main two characters are brilliant, and it's like based on like 80s and 90s nostalgic stuff, like old like Atari game consoles and movies, and oh, it's fantastic. It's just literally 80s and 90s, it's just 80s and 90s stuff all wrapped into this cat animated series. It's brilliant. But yeah, check out Hilda. Hopefully my webcam will suffice. It's almost overloaded again with me moving. Don't know what's wrong with it, but I think it's got a little bit of a light sensor problem. But this is what I drew. This is the Woodman. It's awesome. But this is up on my my Knowles' Art Facebook page. I actually put it up. But yeah, this is it all finished, all coloured, and I'm actually quite happy with it. It's really cool. Brilliant character. So yeah, going back into my drawing again, which I'm really happy with. And then I actually got something in the mail, like I mentioned. I got something in the mail, got a new Transformer. I got this. There we go. It was doing what it did before. It's Legendary Toys LT03B Metal Dition Dark Leader Nemesis Prime. So it's basically, if you know Transformers, this is supposed to be like this is actually one of them Chinese knockoff bloody Transformers, but I didn't actually realise it was. This was on a Facebook group called Transformers, the Transformers UK sales page, and this kid was selling this, and I actually thought it was Striker Neo, which is a third-party Nemesis Prime that is based upon this like sculpt. And I actually thought it was Striker Neo, and I would say I was wrong. The guy didn't lie to me. The person that was selling this didn't lie to me. It was my own mistake. I jumped at it. I jumped at it because I don't have a Nemesis Prime of this size, and I like the Striker Neo design. I think it's quite an interesting design. And as soon as I saw this, and for the price he was asking for, I was like, you know what, I might as well just treat myself to this because I really do like the design. And when it came, I was like, Legendary Toys. I've never heard of Legendary Toys, and then I found out it was a Chinese company that's made this. So I apologise to anyone that is that doesn't agree with people buying knockoffs. I literally didn't realise it was until it actually arrived. Then I realised my mistake. I actually thought it was a third-party figure, not a knockoff figure. But anyway, I don't really mind. It was I like it. I'm going to keep it. It's a Nemesis Prime. That's all I care about. And it came with this as well. Now, I don't know if anyone else has bought this, but it actually came with a graphic novel. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if the guy who sold me this just put it in there for like a bonus item. I don't know. But it says Vida, assembly required. And it's by Samuel Tier, Hyondo Park and Kelly Fitzpatrick. And it's like a graphic novel. Full-on graphic novel. And it's by Juvenile Fiction, Dark Horse Books. And I've never heard of it before. If anyone's bought this figure, this actual one that I've got, and have received this with it, let me know. I don't know if it's because maybe the sellers just added this in for like a bonus thing he wanted to get rid of. Just like a cheeky get rid of. But I will definitely check it out. I mean, I do like my graphic novels, but it was actually inside this. It wasn't inside this. This was actually in the packaging alongside the transforming figure. The figure, so it was literally just put in there. So, but I'm not gonna complain. I mean, essentially, I got a figure in a graphic novel for the price that I paid. So, bit strange, but there, whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've been doing. I've been reading a little bit still. I'm still reading Eragon, book 1 of the Inheritance Cycle of the by Christopher Paolini. So I've got all 4 books, the whole series of the books for Christmas. And I've been slowly but surely trying to read it. I'm not the most prolific of readers. I'm not the most confident of readers. Basically, I suffer from short attention span. Probably people will laugh at that because people actually think short attention span isn't something to be taken seriously. But it actually is, because short attention span is all part and parcel of learning difficulties, and I suffer from dyslexia and dyspraxia. One of the disorders is to do with your balance and other things like that, and the other one is to do with actual learning. You have a problem with absorbing stuff that you kind of need a little bit of an extra assistance to understand something that's being taught to you. And I had a really bad time of it through school, and I still have it now. I'm never going to outgrow it because it's a learning disorder. You never outgrow learning disorders. The only way to kind of put it behind you a little bit is to just either go down something that you're more confident in, or tackle it full on and just try to get a grasp on it. But you can never quite completely get rid of it, because it's a part of you. It's like anything, it's a disorder, just like other people having because there's other versions of learning disorders out there. You've got Asperger's, which is kind of like a learning disorder, but it's also kind of like to do with behavioural as well. Then you've got bipolar, which is like a behavioural thing, kind of like 1 minute kind of like you have like mood swings and things like that, and it kind of affects other stuff. You've got other sorts of different disorders out there, but for me it's dyspraxia and dyslexia. So, and when it comes to reading, I am not the strongest of readers. It takes me ages to read a book, and with me having a short attention span, I can read it 1 minute and then put it down, and then it will stay down for days, and then I will eventually pick it up again, and it'll be like that all the time. And there's books in here that I've started, or some that I've just wanted to start but never even looked at, and it's kind of annoying, really. But I when I was at school, and I'm not gonna really bore you with this because but when I was at school, when I was at primary school, I was quite behind in my year. All the other kids in my class were quite advanced. They were good at spelling. They were good at reading. They were fairly good at maths and English. They kind of got the grasp of it fairly early on. But me, when I was at primary school at the age of about 5 or 6, I struggled. Really, really struggled. I actually had teachers' aides. I actually had additional teachers' aides coming in to help me out. I had additional lessons that were set up by the school, and my mum and dad obviously going in to kind of have a word, that they think that I might have something something wrong. I got tested by the school actually, and they actually said, and I actually had a nurse and my actual doctor at the time as well, said he's got dyslexia, and I think he's also got dyspraxia as well. So he's got a learning disorder, and he's also got problems with his balance and coordination. So yeah, and that's pretty much what it is. But I am a lot better than I used to. I am actually really good at spelling. I'm actually better at spelling than I am reading, strangely enough. But I'm really bad at maths. Maths, I cannot get. That is where my disorder really hits me, is when it comes to maths. I cannot understand maths at all. I can understand the basic stuff like timetables and multiply and addition and subtract and things like that. That's a really basic maths, but anything to do with percentages, anything to do with fractions, anything to do like that, I do not understand at all. Seriously. But everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and I'm not ashamed of having a disorder. I still get people saying to me, really? You don't have this disorder. You don't have this. You don't have this. You don't have that. Dyspraxia is a myth. Dyspraxia, dyslexia isn't a thing. It's just a term to kind of say that you are lazy. Fuck off. And I will say that again. Fuck off. Because I hate people that say things like that about learning disorders. Because you see it on the news, like these bloody people that understand things. And they're like saying, it's just that, they're just lazy, these kids. You get some kids that are lazy and then they kind of say they've got dyslexia. No, it's not. Some kids might fib. Some kids might be a bit lazy, and they might fib and say, oh yeah, I've got dyslexia just for a laugh, for shit and giggles. You get kids like that try the system, but or they're just can't be bothered to do whatever subjects they're in. Maybe they've got no interest in science or maths, and they just act up. You get that. But there are people that are genuine, like myself and my friend Sam, because he's also got dyslexia. And dyspraxia, he's got both, I think. The same as me. But he excels at reading, and he's better at maths, and he's really good. But there's other sides where he's not as good in, and it's one of those things. Everybody's got their weaknesses, and everyone's got their strengths. And my strengths, I think for me, it's more writing and spelling is more my strength. English, pretty much. I'm really pretty good at English. English was actually the best subject for me at school, next to science as well. I really, really enjoyed science when I was at school. Anyway, but I'm not going to bore you anymore with that, because I've been talking nearly 20 minutes for bullshit. But I enjoy talking like this. It's quite nice to talk openly. But I'll not bore you anymore. But yes, please check out the links below that I mentioned earlier in the vlog. If you got to this point, if you're one of those people that I watched the entire of these videos, quite frankly, I don't blame you from clicking off about halfway through or 10 minutes in, because I yammer on for England. I really do. If there was a gold medal, I'd probably win it. But no, it's just cool. So check out the description below for the links to my video talking about Hilda, the animated series, and also check out the other link that I will provide, which is for my Knowles' Art Facebook group. That is a closed group, by the way, so I am the sole admin. I think I'm the sole admin on that group, so if anyone does want to be in there, I have to be certain that they're legitimate. So, I'm very careful these days of who I let into groups, because there has been times where someone's just wanted to be there because they're a troll. But anyway, thank you very much for watching yet again. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, if I remember, for another one. And it's been pretty cool. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and probably read a bit more of my book, Aragon. I'm going to probably read a bit more of that tonight. And then probably start drawing again. Probably draw something else. I don't know what, though. Anyway, thank you. And peace. And see you very soon. Bye-bye.